Now we have Ron Koch, who represents Kid Dynamite, Danny Romero Jr., and we're just moments away from Danny's return to the ring. And Ron, how do you feel about tonight's fight?
We're excited. We're positive. Danny's going to put on a tremendous show for the folks. He's ready. He's focused. He's concentrating, and we're just glad to be back in the ring. I know Danny is thrilled.
Okay, Kid Dynamite hasn't fought in about 6 months. How's he looking, and how's his state of mind right now?
He's stronger than ever because he's moved up in weight. He's more focused. He's developed some defense that we wanted him to. But I think you're going to see the Danny Romero that you've seen in an awful lot of the fights. It'll be a tremendous show. Still time to get tickets. Come out.
Okay, Kid Dynamite now coming into this fight at 116 as the same weight as his opponent, moving up to the Superfly division. Is he planning to stay at that weight, or will he be moving into the Bantamweight division?
I think Danny wants to conquer the world title at Superfly, and then he'll probably move to Bantam. You know, it's interesting. Bob Arum predicted Danny could win 7 world titles, and that's because Danny moves up at those different weights. So that's what we're heading for. Okay. Danny needs a challenge, and it's exciting to him that he's working for another title.
Okay, so Kid Dynamite will be coming in here in search of a 115-pound title, but eventually working to 118 and maybe beyond after that, right?
That's what we predict.
Okay, now what do you have to tell us about his opponent, Jose Quirino? I know he's a former world champion. Have you studied tape of him, and what can we expect to see from Quirino?
Jose Quirino, you know, basically has different styles. He was a world champion. In fact, he held the title that Johnny Tapia now holds. A tremendous fighter. He's been in with some of the best fighters in the world. We expect him to give a good show with Danny, but, you know, speaking from Danny Romero's camp, we just think he's the best. So we think that, you know, he'll beat anybody out there. We're just real excited to be in Albuquerque and have the show.
Okay, so Kid Dynamite will be returning as the destroyer that he was before, maybe a little stronger, huh?
That's what we hope. I hope it goes more than 1 round, but
okay.
I would like an early knockout.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for joining us, Ron. Thanks a lot. That's Ron.
Back in the ring tomorrow night, and I think I'd like to hear from you as to how you feel when he's back.
Okay, we'll get moving. Kid Dynamite on the scale. 16. Danny Kid Dynamite Romero, 116.
All right. Yeah, 116. Let's hear it for Danny. Well, he looks the part for sure.
Danny's opponent, Jose Quirino, on the scale, please. On the scale, Jose. Por favor, sube. Jose Quirino, 116. 116.
Jose Quirino, 116.
Okay, joining us now on the 8-count boxing hour is the former WBO super flyweight champion of the world, Jose Quirino, and we'll have an interpreter here to interpret in English for us. Okay, now you were a world champion, and tell us how it felt, how it feels to be a world champion, and do you still have the hunger to regain the title?
Dice, como eras campeón mundial, ¿cómo se sentía? Y todavía sientes la animada para seguirle a seguir al campeón otra vez.
Sí, claro, quiero volver a probar las mieles del triunfo de ser campeón mundial y de vuelta, y vengo muy bien preparado para que toda la gente latina que vaya a presenciar el encuentro pues vea una gran pelea.
He said how sweet it is. He said how sweet it is being a champ. You know, you've been up there once. Would like to be up there again. But hopefully, you know, with the outcome of this fight, who knows?
Okay, now knowing how Jose fights and knowing how Danny Romero fights, ask Jose to tell us kind of in his mind how he sees the fight going. What kind of fight is it going to be?
Okay, dice con el estilo de Romero, el estilo tuyo, ¿tú cómo ves la pelea?
La pelea va a ser una pelea. Yo sé pelear, enfajarme y sé boxear, y se van a acoplar los dos buenos estilos y va a ser una buena pelea.
He said that he's a fighter and a boxer at the same time, but to get two fighters, both calibers like that, you never know what can happen.
Okay, so we expect a good fight tomorrow night here in Albuquerque. Jose Quirino taking on Danny Romero Jr. And we wish you the best of luck, Jose, and thank you for your help too, okay? Thank you. Let's get into the main event now. Kid Dynamite, Danny Romero Jr. takes on Jose Quirino from the Tingley Coliseum here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And you're looking at the big screen presentation as Danny Romero is back with a vengeance, his return bout against former world champion Jose Quirino. So Kid Dynamite going high-tech here as he returns to the ring, and now he's coming into Tingley Coliseum. Kid Dynamite. Danny Romero Jr., the former IBF flyweight champion of the world. Going back to his old roots with the laser lights, the smoke, the big entourage, Kid Dynamite, Danny Romero returns to the ring tonight here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. And there you see him just about ready to enter the ring. Dan Cisneros at ringside, getting ready to witness the return of Dinamita, Danny Romero Jr. And right now, let's go up to the ring announcer. That's our own Henry Tafoya.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the red corner, he comes from Tijuana, Mexico. He has a record of 53 wins and 14 losses, 26 KO. He dresses in black trunks, trimmed in orange. He weighs at an even 116 pounds. He's a former WBO flyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jose Quirino. He's a former IBF World Flyweight Champion with a record of 25 wins, only one defeat, 22 KO. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Danny Dinamita.
Okay, round one is underway now. Dan Cisneros at ringside. Kid Dynamite, Danny Romero Jr. in the gold trunks. His opponent, former WBO world champion, Jose Quirino. Romero starting off fast here. He's hungry, coming off the loss to Willy Salazar. He's out to prove that that was a fluke, and it's time to move up now to the 115-pound division in search of his second world title. Albuquerque's Danny Romero, an absolute powerhouse. You've seen him many times here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour, as well as national television, ESPN, pay-per-view, HBO, you name it, he's been there. Danny Romero, one of the fast-rising stars in the world of boxing here, tasting the waters of the 115-pound division. And his opponent, Jose Quirino, who you see boxing, staying on the outside. He's a world-class veteran opponent, a former world champion. Oh, and a good left hand now from Romero. Danny Romero trying to close the gap on his opponent, Quirino. Jose Quirino told us before the fight that he was watching for the right hand, that he knows all about Danny Romero and he was going to stay away from the right hand. You'll see him moving, actually moving into the right hand, but he's moving back and forth, side to side, just trying to get himself settled in here. Danny Romero, a real powerhouse, one-punch knockout power from the kid from Albuquerque. Fine boxing skills. Of course, you know all about his great amateur record.
Really?
And there he goes with a shot, and down goes Jose Quirino immediately. Danny Romero just clips him solid, and Quirino goes down, and look at him. He's really hurt. He's badly hurt, and I don't know if he's going to get up here. He's just barely making it to his feet, and it's up to the referee now to decide. Merv Nephew And he says, let's get it on. No, the mouthpiece fell out. So Quirino gets a break here as he was hurt. His mouthpiece comes out, and the referee has to give him time to get that mouthpiece back in. He responds to the commands of the referee and comes in now with a left hand on Romero. And now he tries a right hand to Danny Romero, and now Jose Quirino fighting back. And oh, Romero with a big left hand. Down goes Jose Quirino. I think this could be it. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect, but it doesn't look like they'll need it tonight. I think Danny Romero has this one wrapped up. 10, this fight is over. Another win for Kid Dynamite. Danny Romero Jr. is back with a vengeance.
At 2:29 of the first round, the winner by knockout, Danny Romero.
Right now we're going to talk to Russell Mora. He's a deputy inspector with the New Mexico State Athletic Commission. And Russell, what did you think about Danny Romero's performance tonight?
I think it was excellent. He went to the body and he was patient. He went to the body and it just happened. He wasn't throwing punches from left field. He was patient. I was really impressed.
Okay, did you see any signs of injury, of any effect from the eye injury? Did you see any signs of that at all tonight?
Absolutely not. He wasn't afraid at all. He went straight in there like if nothing was bothering him.
How about Daniel Perez's performance tonight against Robert Britt?
It was good. Pettis showed patience. This guy wasn't going to go down. Pettis hit him with everything he had, and Pettis showed patience. He wasn't going to wear himself out trying to knock this guy out. Some people aren't going to go down.
Okay, so Danny Romero, very impressive tonight. First round knockout. You think guys like Carbajal and them, they're out of his reach now? Is he moving up to a higher level now?
I think so. Yeah, he needs to move up. I've heard him mention a few times that this weight's difficult to make, and that happens. He's a growing kid, and he's going to do good in any division he lands up in, no doubt.
So you see no trouble for him at even up to 118, even 122?
No, I don't see no problems for him. He's going to do good. He's going to be a champion, I think, in any of those weights.
You think Johnny Tapia is in his future?
I had the same opinion as Jim Boggio earlier. It's going to be a tough. I personally don't want to see them two meet up. Personally, I don't. But it's possible. I hate to see that happen because again, just like Boggio mentioned, it would be. I'm sorry, Tafoya.
Henry Tafoya.
Henry Tafoya mentioned. It'd be like seeing your own 2 children fight.
Right, right. Okay, well, that's Russell Mora, Deputy Inspector with the State Athletic Commission. Thanks, Russell, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll see you. Thanks for watching the 8 Count Boxing Hour.